Hello everyone, this is Dr. M. Vijay Shankar. Our today topic is geometric mean and harmonic mean. First we are going to discuss about how to calculate geometric mean for individual case data and discrete case data and continuous case data. This is the formula for individual case geometric mean and discrete case geometric mean and continuous case geometric mean. Our individual case geometric mean formula is geometric mean equal to antilog of summation log x by small n, and our discrete case geometric mean formula is geometric mean equal to antilog of summation f into log x divided by capital N. Then third one, continuous case geometric mean formula is geometric mean equal to antilog of summation f into log m divided by capital N. Here capital N is the sum of all the frequency values and small n is the total number of observations, and f is the frequency, and last one m is the mid value of the class interval, that is middle value. Now we are going to discuss about how to calculate geometric mean for individual case data. Example. In this example, if the weight of the sorghum hair heads are 45, 60, 48, 100, 65 grams, the data are given, and also they are asking to find the geometric mean for the following data. Now we are going to using this data to find the geometric mean. Solution. This is our individual case data geometric mean formula, that is antilog of summation log x by small n. Using this formula, we are going to find our solutions of geometric mean. Already this data is given in our problem, the sorghum hairs data. The data is taken as here x. Our x values are 45, 60, 48, 100, 65. Using this x value, we are going to calculate log x value. Now we are going to take log for all the given values of x one by one. The log 45 value is 1.653. Log 60 value is 1.778. And log 48 values is 1.681. Log 100 value is 2.000. And log 65 values is 1.813. Now we are going to calculate our geometric mean. That is, our geometric mean formula is antilog of summation log x by small n. So now we are going to calculate our sum of log x values. In the second column we have log x values. Summing this log x value, we get our log x values is sum of log x values is 8.925. This is our numerator answer. Next we are going to find our denominator. Our denominator is small n. What do you mean by small n? Total number of observations. Here in our problem the x values are given. In this data we are having 5 values, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So n values is 5. Substituting this n value 5 for our denominator. Now cancelling the numerator and denominator, we get 1.785. After getting this 1.785, we should take the antilog. By using the calculator, we take antilog for 1.785. We get 60.95. This is our answer. 60.95 is our answer. Now, here we are going to discuss about how to calculate geometric mean for discrete case data. See this problem. In this problem, they are given mass and frequency. When we are given two variable mass and frequency, the data is called as discrete case data. Now we are going to find geometric mean for this given data. Solution. This is our discrete case geometric mean formula, that is geometric mean equal to antilog of summation f into log x divided by capital N. Now we are going to finding this value using the data. Already given in the problem, the marks is taken as x and the frequency is taken as f. Using these two values, we are going to calculate our geometric mean. First, we are going to find our numerator, that is summation of f into log x. Already frequencies are given in our problem, but log x values is not given. So, using our marks x value, we are going to calculate our log x values. Now, taking logarithmic function for given values of x. The log 50 we get 1.699. The log 63 10.799. Log 65 1.813. The log 130 2.114. The log 135 2.130. And multiplying this log x value with frequency. So we introduce the fourth column, multiplying now f into log x. We get 8.495, 17.99, 9.065, 31.71, 31.95. Finally, summing this fourth column, we get our sum of f into log x values is 99.21. This is our numerator answer. Next, we are going to calculate our denominator capital N value. Capital N is sum of all the frequency values. Already frequency values are given in our problem. Now summing, we get N values is 50. Substitute these two value in our formula. We get 1.9842. After getting this 1.9842, we should apply antilog. Taking the antilog, by using antilog, we get 96.43. This is our final answer. The third problem, how to calculate the geometry mean for continuous case data. Example, obtain the geometry mean for the following data. Here the class interval and frequency given. When you are seeing this class interval and frequency, that given data is called as continuous case data. Using this continuous case data, we are going to calculate the geometric mean. Solutions. Already we know that our geometric mean continuous case formula is geometric mean equal to antilog of summation f into log m divided by capital N. Here the capital N is the sum of all the frequency values and small m is the middle value from the class interval and f is the frequency. Using that formula, we are going to find our geometric mean. Here class intervals are given in the problem and frequency is also already given in the problem, but m value is not given in the problem. So we are going to calculate the mid value from the class interval. Adding the class interval and divided by 2, we get this mid value 5, 15, 25, 35 and 45. Now applying log value for the mid value. Now we get log 5, we get 0.6989. Log 15, 1.1760. Log 25, 1.3979. The log 35, 1.5440. The log 45, 1.6532. Finally, we are going to multiply the log m values with the frequency, because our numerator formula is summation of f into log m. So that only we are going to multiply f into log m's value. That is, f values is 5 and log m values is 0.6989. Multiplying these two values, we get 3.4945. So, and so on, we get 11.7600, 16.7748, 12.3520, 4.9596. Now, summing this value, we get 49.3409. This is our numerator answer. And next we are going to calculate the denominator capital N value. Our capital N value is sum of all the frequency values, we get 38. Substituting in the denominator, now cancelling these two value, we get 1.2984. Finally, we should take the antilog of the given value of 1.2984. After that we getting our final answer 19.87. Next we are going to discuss about how to calculate harmonic mean for individual case data, discrete case data and continuous case data. Let us discuss now. Here also the three formulas is there. That is, our individual case harmonic mean formula is harmonic mean equal to n into summation of 1 by x, and the discrete case harmonic mean formula is harmonic mean equal to capital N divided by summation of f by x, and the continuous case harmonic mean formula is capital N divided by summation of f by m. Here f is the frequency and x is the variable and small m is the middle value, and capital N is the sum of all the frequency values and small n is the total number of observations. Using these three different formula, we are going to calculate our harmonic mean result. First, we are going to discuss about our individual case harmonic mean. Here the problem is given. From the given data 5, 10, 17, 28, 24, 30. They are asking to calculate the harmonic mean. The given data is called as individual case data. Using this individual case data, we are going to calculate our harmonic mean. That is, our harmonic mean formula for individual cases n divided by summation of 1 by x. Now we are going to find these two value, small n and 1 by x value. Small n means the total number of observations. Already given in the value for x, we have 5 values. So n values is 5. Next we are going to calculate our denominator 1 by x. We are going to take the reciprocal of x. We get 0.2000, 0.1000 and 0.0588 and 0.0417 and 0.4338. That is, we are dividing 1 by 5, we get 0.200. 1 by 10, we get 0.100. Likewise, we get this value. Now summing these values of summation 1 by x, we get 0.8338. Substituting these two values in our formula, we get our final result. N values is 5, sum of 1 by x values is 0.8338. Cancelling these two values, we get 5.996. That is our harmonic mean value. Now we are going to discuss about the discrete case harmonic mean. Example, calculate the harmonic mean from the given data. Here the x values and frequency is given. Both the values are separate values. So the given data is called as discrete case data. Using this discrete case data, we are going to calculate our harmonic mean. Solution. Already we know that our harmonic mean formula is capital N divided by summation of f by x. Using this formula, we get our harmonic mean result. In our problem, x values is given and frequency values is given. Now, first we are going to calculate our capital N. The summing frequency values, we get n values is 18. Next, we are going to find the denominator f by x. That is, the frequency value is already given in the problem and the x values is also given in the problem. Now we are going to dividing this two value, that is f by x. We get f values is 0.200, that is f values is 4 and x values is 20. 4 by 20 we get 0.2000. Likewise we get 1 by 1. 2 by 21 we get 0.0952. 7 by 22 0.3178. 1 by 23 0.0435. 3 by 24 0.1251. 1 by 25 0.04000. Now summing this all the value, we get our numerator answer summation of f by x values, that is 0.8216. Now substituting these two value in our formula, capital N values is 18, the sum of fx by x values is 0.8216. Dividing this two value, we get 21.90. This is our result. The third one is the how to calculate the harmonic mean for continuous case data. Now discuss the problem. Example, obtain harmonic mean for the following data. In this problem, the class interval and frequency are given. Using this data, we are going to find our solution. When we are seeing this class interval and frequency, the given data is called as continuous case data. Solutions. We know that our harmonic mean formula for continuous case is capital N divided by summation of f by m. Using this formula, we are going to find our harmonic mean result. The x values are given. We take x instead of class interval. The class interval values are given 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, 40 to 50 and 50 to 60. And also frequency values, corresponding frequency values is also given 4, 2, 7, 1, 3, 1. Now we are going to find our capital N values and summation of f by m value. Our capital N means the sum of all the frequency values already in our problem. The frequency values are given. Summing these frequency values, we get our N values is 18. Next, we are going to calculate the f by m value. The m values is not given in the problem. Instead of, we are going to calculate the m value from the class interval. So adding these two values 0 to 10 divided by 2, we get 5. So we get 1 by 1 from the middle value from the class interval. 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55. Next, we are going to dividing this m value and f value. F by m we get 0.800, that is 4 divided by 5 we get 0.8000. 2 divided by 15 we get 0.1333. 7 divided by 25 we get 0.28000. 7 divided by 35 we get 0.2857. 3 divided by 45 we get 0.0666. 1 divided by 55 we get 0.0181. Now summing this fourth column, we get our numerator answer 1.5837 and our denominator answer is 18. Dividing these two values, we get 11.365. Final answer is 11.36. Thank you for watching this video. If you like this video, kindly share your friends and subscribe this channel. Thank you all.